Let me start with a simple question. If someone is rich because they won the lottery, most of us say, unfair. If someone is rich because they are talented, most of us say, fair. But here's the problem. Talent is also luck, just a different lottery. So why do we treat them differently? Today I'm presenting a recent study by Bartling, Cappelen, Skarpeid, Sørensen, and Tungodden from Zurich and the Norwegian School of Economics. The paper is called The Talent Paradox. Why is it fair to reward talent, but not luck? And they ask, is this difference really about fairness? Or is something else going on? First, they run a large survey in the US. People are asked how fair it is. That income differences come from effort, talent, luck. The result is very clear. People strongly accept inequality from talent and strongly reject inequality from luck. Even after controlling for beliefs about control, talent ends up being treated almost like effort. That's the paradox. The authors then ask, why? They test two ideas. First, action. Talent only creates income if you use it. Second, personality. Talent feels personal, like part of who you are. If either of these matters, we can explain the paradox. They designed a simple experiment. Two workers, same task, same effort, but productivity is randomly assigned. One high, one low. Observers decide how much income inequality to allow. Sometimes workers know their productivity before acting, sometimes only after, and sometimes productivity is personal, sometimes purely random. Here's the key result. When workers know their productivity in advance and choose to act on it, people accept more inequality. But whether productivity is personal or impersonal doesn't matter at all. So the paradox is not about personality. It's about agency. People seem to believe this. Even if your talent is pure luck, once you choose to use it, you deserve the outcome. Fairness in practice is not about where advantages come from. It's about whether they are activated. What people seem to believe is this. Even if your talent is undeserved, once you choose to use it, you own the outcome. Fairness in practice is not only about control over origins, but about ownership through action. This helps explain real political debates. Why inequality from education feels acceptable. Why inequality from inheritance does not. Why unequal opportunities are tolerated. If people still play the game, people are willing to accept inequality, as long as it looks earned through action, even when the starting point is unfair. So the talent paradox teaches us something important. Fairness is not just about where advantages come from, but about what people do with them. And maybe that's why modern societies tolerate inequality, not because they believe it is just, but because they believe it is activated. That's all for today. This was Gavril Talks Business and Philosophy. See you next time.